This is our review of the fresh Indian food at the Roti Grill.
And first, we have the chicken samosas. To start, we had the chicken samosa with raita and chutney sauces. Samosa was introduced to India in the 13th century from traders using the Silk Road. Samosa is a fried pastry that originated in the Middle East before the 10th century. Indian samosas are usually vegetarian and are accompanied by a selection of sauces. Instead of meat inside the samosa, Indians typically use potatoes, onions, peas, macaroni, or noodles. Raita is a green mint sauce made from dai or yogurt. Dai yogurt has been used in Indian cuisine for thousands of years. Chutney is a sauce made from tomato relish. Samosas are also popular in Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, and Indonesia. However, it's only standard in India where they serve the raita and chutney sauces with the samosa. Ibn Battuta often referred to samosas as a royal dish in his travels of Asia. And now we have the garlic naan.
For our other appetizer, we had garlic naan. Naan is an oven-baked flatbread that is extremely common in Central and South Asia. The word itself comes from the Iranian word for bread, naan, but the bread itself comes from India. A typical naan recipe involves mixing flour with salt, yeast, and enough yogurt to make a smooth dough. To give naan more flavor, many people add spices, raisins, meats, cheeses, or vegetables. It is also usually served with a butter or ghee. Naan is known for being baked in a tandoor oven, also known as a clay oven. You make a ball of the dough, and you stick it to the walls of the clay oven to bake. Naan can be served at any meal of the day, and it is commonly used as a side dish. It was especially common in the Mughal era in India around 1526, as it was used as a breakfast bread served with meat dishes such as kebabs or keema among the royals and upper class. Our garlic naan was delicious, warm, and served with butter. And for the first entree, we have lamb vindaloo. For our first entree, we got the lamb vindaloo. The word vindaloo comes from the Portuguese phrase vinda de alhos. Vinha means wine or wine vinegar, and alhos means garlic. But since the Indians did not use red wine, they used palm wine instead. Traditionally in Goa, India, vindaloo was a watery-based stew with pork or meat. Vindaloo in its historic form contains cinnamon, vinegar, tamarind, cardamom, and other potent spices. But now, it has become a primarily chili-heated curry dish. Nowadays, many versions of vindaloo call for the meat to be marinated overnight and then cooked with the addition of more spices the following day. Vinegar has also dwindled in the recipes as well, as the spice of the chilies overpowers every other flavor in the dish. Our vindaloo was delicious and had a serious spicy kick to it. For the second entree, they look the same, they are much different. Lamb balti.
Our second entree was the lamb balti. The word balti originates from the area of Balistan in northern Pakistan. The word balti itself is the steel or iron pot used to cook the sauce and meat. The dish most likely originates from China because of its similarity to the Chinese wok. Balti sauce typically contains garlic and onions spiced with turmeric and garam masala. Turmeric is a spice that is native to Southwest Asia and has been used for thousands of years in Indian medicine and cooking. Garam masala is a blend of spices that are common to North India, such as peppercorns, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, bay leaf, and cumin. Balti made its way into England in 1971 and has been popular in Indian restaurants throughout the world ever since. The balti we had at the Roti Grill was extremely fulfilling. And to top off a fantastic dinner, you got a tiger, and for dessert, you have kheer. For dessert, we had kheer. Kheer is South Asian rice pudding popular in many Indian festivals and temples. There are many different types of kheer, but is usually made by boiling rice wheat with milk and sugar and adding on toppings such as raisins, spices, and assorted nuts. North, South, and East India all have different forms of kheer. In Northern India, they use a heavy cream for a richer taste. Also in Northern India, they make a certain type of kheer only for special occasions, which contains dried fruit and saffron milk. In Eastern India, it is often cooked with coconut milk to add flavor and stickiness to the dessert. It is cooked every day in many temples in Eastern India. In South India, it is prepared with jaggery, which is a special cane sugar used only in kheer. It is only served at special occasions and festivals instead of at most temples in South India. Kheer is often offered to Hindu deities at ceremonies and is a staple dish at Indian Muslim weddings. The roti grill's kheer was a rice pudding and was served with almonds and spice. To drink, I had tiger beer. Although tiger beer is made in Singapore, it is very popular in India. It was not sold in India until 2001, but despite that, it is currently among the 10 best-selling beers in India. I had never seen tiger beer previously, but I really enjoyed it.